This customer placed 2 separate orders for same-day pickup. Both of them are beer cakes, but let's start with this one. I started out with the white buttercream base and then I add the Modelo Especial logo to the front. Then using a round tip, I pipe a yellow border to the bottom. And this cake design is going to be one of those anti-gravity cakes where it looks like the beer is being poured on the cake. I get a tall can of Modelo Especial and I empty it out. I was going to use one of these clear straws to support the can, but since the can is pretty tall, I decided to put 2 straws together and it was the perfect length. These are also the same straws that I used to support my multi-tiered cakes. Next, I color some buttercream a darker golden color, and using a small spatula, I spread some of that across the straws. I place the can on one end and stick that into the cake at an angle. Side note, when I did spread that buttercream onto those straws, I did place that in the freezer for a few minutes. Just enough for it to harden a bit so that way I can make it easier when placing that into the cake. Next, using that same color buttercream, I make the shape of a spill around that straw. And then I just smooth that out with a small spatula. I really wanted to add some more texture to that spilling beer, so using a large round piping tip, I piped some droplet-shaped dots of buttercream over some parchment paper and put that in the freezer. When I took them out, this is what they look like, and since they are hard enough, I can just peel them and place them onto the cake. These remind me of those colorful dot candies that you would peel from that long strip of paper, which now that I think about, the candies tasted more like paper than anything. So I placed some of those droplets around the straw as well as some on the spill. Once I'm done placing those droplets on the beer, it's time to add some roses. I place those off to the side because I am going to be placing a happy birthday banner. At first, I placed that banner on top of the cake, but I didn't really like how it laid flat and you couldn't read it from the front. So I just get a piping bag, fill it with some white buttercream, and pipe a line across the top of that cake. Then I placed my banner in front of that, but using the buttercream as a support so it could stand up, and it came out so much better. Last, I placed fondant pearls that I made using a silicone mold, and I placed those right by the roses. I kind of just draped them over the side of the cake, and I did make 2 different sizes, so it looks like a layered pearl necklace. And it's all done. I hope you guys like this one, and I will be posting that second cake that this customer ordered. Can you try to guess which different kind of beer it's going to be?